Hi everybody, welcome to my Flosstube. My name is Doreen. Business name is Privies and Prims. So this is primarily a cross stitch and punch needle channel, actually mostly cross stitch if I'm honest. Lately I have done some remodel videos of a cabin I am just moved into, but I'm finished with those. So we're back to cross stitch. And I just got my mail today. There were a couple packages, and I got a package last week. And I'm going to start right off because I'm overwhelmed. One of my friends, Kathy, I'll just say her first name. So she comes to my retreats, and she is a rug hooker. And she's one of the girls I refer to as the Virginia girls because there's a group that comes from Virginia for each retreat. Well, she just sent me the most incredible thing. Kathy, I cannot believe you sent this to me. I absolutely love it. Look, she hooked this. This is rug hooking with wool. Look at this. And she sent me this as a gift for my new home. And let me get way back. You can see how big it is. Oh my gosh. And I think I'm going to put it right on the front door when I switch over next week to Christmas. I have a crow and a pumpkin there. I'll insert a picture here. But when I take that down, I think I'm going to put this up. That's where I'll put it so I can see it right from my recliner because it's right across from me. So I did talk about curtains on the last video. And I think I forgot to say that if I go with the tan curtains, which are supposed to arrive today, the doors, the two doors are painted dark red inside, and I will be switching them over to a bluish gray color. And this would go with the red or the bluish gray. So, oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's got wool on the back, not bright red, it just shows bright red. Oh, and it has a label. And it says, to Doreen, the designer is Lori Brecklin. The date is 11/11/24. It is hooked by Kathy. I won't say her last name. You may have seen it. Holly Old Santa is the pattern name. How awesome and how generous is this? I love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Kathy. Now, I did get some other gifts, just as special. Let me show you. Okay, I got this package in the mail today also. And the first thing I saw were the threads. And these are Aurifil. They look thicker. I'm going to have to check into that, how you use them. I guess you just use one strand. It is thicker. And this is an adorable cross stitch pattern that was sent to me. The last name, I have the last name on the bag package, but it just has a first initial. And I don't know who sent this to me, but I know somebody asked me for my address, but I can't remember who it was. It's not the person. I thought it was somebody else that asked me for my address. So whoever sent this, thank you so much. It is just adorable. And here it is close up. That would look really cute in my camper. And there's the information. And the designer is Flamingo Toes Beverly McCullough. Hopefully that's clear there. You can see it. Maybe. There we go. So thank you to my mystery sender. That is adorable. And then I got a box from a friend of mine in Tennessee named Linda. And I thought she was just like sending me hooks because I had 3 of these hooks for curtains and I kind of wanted 4. And I was asking, where to get them. Well, she had the exact same ones that I had, just for like to put like this and put your curtains back. And she sent me these, and she also sent me some white ones that are, if I can get one out. They're the same. They're just like a prim white. It's an off-white. So I can put these around the house to hook stuff on. So thank you, Linda. But not only did she send me these, she sent me a whole goodie box. So she sent me a little cute pattern. This is Blackbird Designs, buttons and pins. Let me see. I'm trying to get the glare off. Super cute. It's tiny. It says 3 7/8 by 5 1/3. She sent me a notepad with snowman on it. I love snowman. So that is a notepad, and it's magnetic, so you can put it on your fridge. I keep looking in the wrong place. Sorry. It's so natural to look at yourself on here or look at what you're holding up, but I have to remember to look over this way where the actual camera is. She sent me 32 count Belfast flax, 9 by 11. 28 count linen sandstone tea dyed, 14 by 14. I will definitely be using these. And Jobelin ivory, 28 count, 15 by 15. And then a Plum Street Samplers Jack's Sweet Shop, the birthday tart. It looks like, I think it's a pumpkin in the middle, so that would be fall. That is super cute. I don't have the little tarts to put it in, but I do have something else that will work. And then Hello Summer also by Plum Street Sampler. She sent me these. So thank you, everybody, for the gifts. I love getting things like this in the mail. Surprises when you don't know what you're getting is even better. So welcome, everybody, if I haven't said that already. I was just so excited about getting all this stuff. So don't forget, now's a good time to hit that thumbs up. Even if you're watching on the TV, you can hit the thumbs up with, I think you'd have to go back or down or whatever. I used to do that a long time ago. But the thumbs up and the comments help my channel. And if you came over from Facebook, it helps if you leave a comment here on the video page instead of on Facebook, because then YouTube sees it as interaction. So we're going to get back to the video here. I've got some cross stitch to show you. I have 3 finishes. None are FFOs, which is fully finished object, which means it's framed or put into a pillow or whatever. But I do have 3 finishes, so let me get those and show them to you. Okay, I have Jingle Bells. This was my working copy. I don't know if I showed this on the last video, but this is by Brenda Gervais. And I think I showed it last video, but I'll just go ahead and show it again. So that is my finish for that. And I think I'm going to make it into a pillow. I'm not sure. It is on Nate Berkus upholstery linen, and it's coffee stained, or yeah, I think it's coffee stained. So that is my stitch. I love the little sheep. Got a red string on there. Okay, the next one I finished was Stacy Nash Primitives, and this is Pine Tree Farm Pin Keeps. It's kind of a dark picture. Mine didn't come out quite as prim looking as this. The blue is different, and I didn't use the called for color, and that's probably why. I used Gentle Arts Freedom for the house, and this is completely finished stitching. And I am absolutely loving this. And again, I think this one's going to be a pillow. So that blue is Gentle Arts Freedom. It is variegated. And I think there were only 4 or 5 colors for this. The linen that I used, just had the package, was gifted to me. And this is the linen that I used for it. So it's by Dixie Sampler. And that was gifted to me. Thank you to my friend. So I'm going to tell you the colors I used. This was, yeah, it only had 5 colors. So the 820, let me just show you here. It's just going to be easier. I'll just cover the pattern. And that's what I used. In case you have this pattern, wait a minute. If you have this pattern and you want to use the same colors that I used, I'm in trouble here. Hold on. And it flops. But I guess it doesn't matter. There. Can you see that? I don't know. It's got the symbols. Those are the colors. Except it says a 926, and I didn't use 926 for the blue. I used Freedom. Gentle Arts Freedom. So that was kind of messed up trying to show you that. But that again, I love this linen. When I first started stitching this at the Stitch Group in Waynesville a couple weeks ago, I had some problems with knowing, like, because I stitched 1/2, and I wasn't sure like which hole the thread was coming from, if you can understand what I mean. Like, it looked like it was coming out of one hole, but it was actually from the one over, and I had to keep pushing with the needle to make sure I was getting it right. But after I stitched a little while, I didn't have that problem anymore. It was just when I first started, but I love this. I love the primness of it and all the colors and all the linen. And I don't think it's Christmassy. I mean, it's got pine trees, but there's pine trees out my window here, and they're here. You know, they're evergreen. They're green all year. So I like that one. And then the next finish I had was from Brenda Gervais' book, The Snowball. And the pattern I did was called Let It Snow. And there's a picture of it. And I probably will finish mine very similar to that. It's not, you know, it's stitched. I finished stitching it yesterday. And this is on a scrap that I had, and it's a little close to the top, which is why it's probably going to be a pillow, because it's just going to be just enough room to make a seam there. But this is just a scrap, so keep all those scraps, because for little things like this, they'll come in handy. And I think I did use 926 for that blue. And here are the color changes I did on this one. Those are the colors that I used. Everything else should be the called for colors. Super cute. So I'm going to an ornament exchange in December, and it's not with people that are crafters. They just go to the store and buy an ornament, and then we swap and we can steal from each other and whatever. So last year I did a cross-stitched ornament from this, and I will insert a picture of it here. And it was, let me see, it was this one that looks like he's kind of in a snow globe. You can't really see it good, but there's a line of stitching that goes around. And that was the one that I did last year. So I don't know if I'm going to do a handmade ornament this year, because it's not really that kind of thing, you know, with other stitchers and stuff. But I thought about making this into a pillow and then put like a hanger on it. So it could hang on a cabinet or a doorknob, but it would be kind of big for an ornament. So my other thought was to just go, when we have like the local craft shows here, like there'll be one next weekend, and just buy something from a local artist to support, because, you know, the hurricane damage here wiped out a lot of the places where the crafters, the artists, like there's a huge pottery community here. And I think I heard that like per capita, this is like the highest amount of artists. I don't know if it was United States or the East or whatever, but there were two main places where they could sell like on consignment, and they were both like wiped out. One of them is just completely gone. The other one will reopen sometime next year. But the flood, the hurricane just damaged them so bad. So they have lost their outlet for selling. So I thought I would go to the craft show and just buy something from a local artist instead of making something myself. But here this is again, super cute, super fast. I mean, if I had started in the morning, I could have finished this in one day, because it only took me 2 days to finish it. But I started it in the evening. I think I started it after I finished the pine tree one. This is not prim, and I was thinking about coffee stain in it, but then I think I'd lose the words. So I have something I can put with it that's also Brenda Gervais, that's blue and white. It's a little stocking with a snowman on it, so I think they would look good together. And then my current whip, and whip, in case you're new to cross stitch, is work in progress. Let me get this pattern for you so I can show you. Okay, this one is called Oh My Dear by Lori Rippey. I think her business is also Prims by Lori. Homespun, oh, it's on here. Homespun Prims by Lori. And actually, I don't know if she has her, I think she has her own website. And so there's two pictures came with this one. This picture, and then this picture, which shows it a little better because you can see the snow and the house better than in this one. So you see the difference. So this is my picture that I'm keeping up close to me for reference. But so again, this is another just scrap of mystery linen, and it has a thread and needle in it. Hold on. Because I am currently still stitching it. So this is what I have so far. I started this last night and I am loving it. Love, love, love it. So I got, except for 3 rows right here, the rest of it I did last night. And it's a really small count linen, but I don't know what it is. I just know it's a lot smaller than this because when I started stitching this one, I had to look a whole lot closer. I have my magnifying light right here. I have it just bent down out of the way, but so that is my stitching on that one. That is my current work in progress. And I didn't stitch, if you've been following me, I didn't stitch for over a month because I was working on the cabin. And now I feel like I'm obsessed and like I went out today and all I wanted to do was come back home and stitch. So I don't know if everybody else feels that same way, but there's other times where I could care less about stitching. I don't want to stitch at all. But lately, since I got started back in it, all I want to do is stitch, stitch, stitch. So let me show you some things that I want to do next that I pulled from my stash. And those are the things that I want to work on next. And whether I will do them or not is another thing, but I think I will because I'm just like finishing one and pulling another one and finish that one and pull another one. But then last night I was sitting here thinking of a couple that I want to do that are in the Christmas patterns that I didn't pull. So I may switch over to those, but let me show you what I want to do next. So this one is Asbury's Echoes Stitches by Rhonda Miners. And I love this one. Super prim. I really like it. That's the name of it. This is the Day is the title. So she has a Flosstube channel, which I'll link below. She also has an Etsy shop and she's on Facebook. So look for her and get her patterns. So I want to do that one. I want to do this one. This was gifted to me. I think I traded with someone. My Needle is Sharp and My Hand Swift by Not Forgotten Farm, Lori Brecklin. I probably won't put the date on there. I don't tend to put dates on a lot of things unless they have like a meaning to me. But I may, I don't know, do like a pair of scissors or something there. But that is Not Forgotten Farm. And she is on Etsy. And then this one is also Not Forgotten Farm. It's called Merry Maker. And I love this one. I've had this one. I know I had it last year and I didn't get around to stitching it, but I definitely want to make that one. And Not Forgotten Farm is my favorite designer. Lori, if you're watching, you're my favorite girl. Start that stitch club up again because I want to be part of it. And this one also, this is out of Punchneedle Primitive Stitcher magazine. It's Christmas Winter issue 2016. And it's called A Sprig of Holly. And this is from Pineberry Lane. There we go. So I really like that one. I like Pineberry Lane too. Pineberry Lane, Lori Rippey, Lori Brecklin. Again, 2016 Christmas winter issue of Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine. And this one is La Di Da, and I'm not sure where I got this. I think this was in a package that someone sent me a bunch of patterns. And I want to do this for my bedroom. It says, now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. Angels guard me through the night and keep me safe till morning light. And I thought that would be perfect for my bedroom. So the cabin, the living room is pretty much set up now. I'm going to do a full tour video once I get the curtains up and everything before I take down the fall stuff, because I like to show the seasonal things before, either when I'm just putting them out or before I take them and put them away, so that you can see there may be some patterns that you would want to stitch yourself. So typically I would do that as I put them out, but that didn't happen this time because of doing the cabin. But I do want to do a tour video for you. The bedroom right now is just kind of things that didn't get put up in the living room. So I just go like, okay, can I put them up in the bedroom? And they're just kind of, to me, it doesn't look like decorated. It looks like I just stuck things up here and there. So, you know, there's something pretty much on every wall, but it's not done. And it's probably going to be a while before it is, because I have to make things to go on the walls. I don't like to just go out and buy them and spend the money when I can make my own. So I will include that in the tour, but right now I'm not ready for it because I still am doing the curtain thing with what curtains are going to be out. This pattern right here is a Lori Brecklin pattern, and it's from the Autumn at Not Forgotten Farm. It's in that book, but it has a white house in that book, and I made my house blue. And this pattern right here is Threads That Bind. That's punch needle. These two, I'm not sure of the name, but I'll put it down below here. And then that little one there in the middle, I think it's a Not Forgotten Farm. And let me raise you up a little bit. So I posted these on my Facebook group, or not a group, a page. If you go there, actually, it tells you what everything is. This one, let me go the right way. You know, the little soapbox house with the crows. I can't point to it. That is Pinker and Pumpkin. The bird, let me get this right. The bird is Teresa's Primitive Treasures. I did uncounted cross stitch. The heart in the middle, let me see, is Sub Rosa Prim Stitcher's Heart. And then the blue is the Art of Needlework. I'm not sure what it's called, but that's Not Forgotten Farm. So that's what's behind me. So on the last Flosstube, there was nothing behind me. And I said that, you know, before the next video, I wanted to get some stuff back here. And I did. And I'm real happy with it. So, and then over here on the side, I'll show you. Over here, this is the stuff that I want to tell you what everything is and who it's by. And that's the wall. And that's where the mini split unit is going to go on the very top there. And so some of those are going to have to come down. And I think they'll get moved into the bedroom probably. So things are still, you know, in progress. So it'll be changing as time goes on. I think that might be all I wanted to tell you today. There may be another video coming soon. Well, probably the tour video will be within the next week. So be watching for that. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that little bell. When we say that, we mean click on the little bell. When you subscribe, a little bell shows up. And then if you click on that, it says all custom or something like that. And if you click on all, you'll get an email notification when I post a new video. So I think that's it for today. If not, I will talk about it on the next video because this one's just flying by the seat of my pants. I made no notes. I do have a whole basket full here of patterns that someone gave me to pass on. So they will probably be going to the retreat in March. And I also am starting a cross stitch group, and we're going to start meeting in my home. I have a folding table I can put up, and I have extra chairs. So today was to be the first one, and there were like 6 of us. Well, one person said they wanted to join and then never got back to me. One person had a death in the family, so she had to cancel. One person had a death of a friend, and she was cooking for the family. She had to cancel. Someone else decided last minute to go Christmas shopping with her husband, so she canceled. And so then someone else said that she just couldn't come. So nobody came. So, if you ever hear that thing, like you gave a party and nobody came. So I'm glad that it was in my home because I didn't have to go somewhere and sit and wait for people and then nobody showed up. So we will reschedule it for probably after Thanksgiving and then maybe even wait until January because this is such a busy time of year. But I do want to get something started locally. So if you are near Burnsville, North Carolina, which is western North Carolina near the Tennessee border, near Asheville, let me know if you're interested. Just like send me an email at priviesandprims@yahoo.com and I'll give you the details or get you like on an email list or something. So I'm going to say goodbye again. And I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell. And follow my Facebook group page, Privies and Prims, because I update there daily. Talk to you later. Bye. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. See ya.